All right, here we are, Week 6 predictions video. We got Board joining in for the second time for this one. I'm still relatively blind, so forgive me if I see things wrong or things like that. We'll see how that goes as we run through this stuff. Just going to be a normal predictions video. We're going to do Heisman Watch, Players of the Week, and then our picks, of course, in the top 25. Starting off, the main two things we want to keep focusing on is make sure we are streaming our games. They're supposed to be streamed. They're always pinned in main chat whenever we post the schedule under Games of the Week. Road team's supposed to stream. You may ask the home team if they can stream. You do have to attempt to stream even if you're plugged into a McDonald's. If it starts lagging, then you can cut it. And following rules, that's the big thing we've had to harp on. Last season, we didn't have a single rule break, and we've had about 4 this year in the first 6 weeks. So people are getting lackadaisical on that. Make sure you update yourself. Don't want to have suspensions for big games. And a couple people are having that, this week and next week. So let's go ahead and get into it. We'll start off with the top 25 here. Michigan at number 1, Mississippi State, Texas A&M, Colorado, and Clemson round out your top 5. The only other undefeated team is Miami, ranked at 11. So only 6 of us left. With Auburn, Baylor, NC State, Penn State, and Arkansas rounding out your top 10. We have users all the way up to the top 14, though. And then also have 17, 18, 19, 20. Wow, so yeah, we got 18 users in the top 25. Love to see that. Then we look at the Heisman Watch here. Probably not much change. First is Jalen Tanyan, running back out of Oregon. Looks like he's got 760 yards, 11 touchdowns on the year. Vi King out of Mississippi State. Up next, he's got 977 yards and 15 touchdowns. I'm not sure how he's ahead of him. 200 more yards and 4 more touchdowns, but okay. Spell's got 450 and 9 touchdowns. Definitely doesn't deserve to be in this conversation. Oh, he's got 300 receiving yards. Joseph, new running back in Baylor, having a pretty good year. 700 yards and 10 scores. And then Chad Godwin, about 650 total yards, bunch of touchdowns for Texas A&M. In our 2033 Heisman race. We're getting up there, man. Players of the Week. Start off nationally. Defensive Player of the Week, Jason Russo, corner out of Colorado. 9 tackles, 5 picks, 2 pass breakups, 2 forced fumbles, 2 touchdowns, and an 86-22 win at Oregon State.
Jesus.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. That's a lot of stats.
On offense, Elijah Duggar beat up on Division 2. 9 catches, 181 yards, and 4 touchdowns.
Moving on to the ACC, we got an NC State sweep here. Tyreek Dickey, the corner for the Wolfpack, had 3 tackles, 2 TFLs, an interception, 3 pass breakups, and a touchdown. Really stepped up after their starting corner was suspended for the game in a 42-10 win at Virginia Tech.
Moses Bruner with 9 catches, 148 yards, 2 receiving touchdowns. I'm assuming that rush carry was a throw behind the line.
Probably, yeah. Big 12, Russo, of course, is defensive, so I won't repeat that one.
Offensive is the backup quarterback, like
Crazy.
Tom. 14
14
for 18, 282 with 3 touchdowns, a pick, 2 carries, 15 rushing yards, and 2 rushing touchdowns.
The best offensive performance of the week came from a guy who played in 1 quarter. Come on, Big 12, do better. Big 10 got a Penn State sweep here. Parker Sills, Mike linebacker, had 7 tackles, a sack, a TFL, 3 interceptions, and a touchdown, and an 85-14 win for Penn State, home to Ole Miss. Y'all are bullies, all of y'all.
Damn. Bo McQuarters, the offensive player of the week here. 13 carries, 234 yards, 4 TDs, catch for 5 yards.
Bo McQuarters. And then finally, the SEC. Defensive Player of the Week, J.J. Ficken, in a forced loss, had 7 tackles, 2 interceptions, 2 pass breakups.
And offensive, Chad Goodwin, number 5 on the Heisman. 3 carries, 35 rush yards and a rushing touchdown. 8 catches, 209 yards, 2 receiving touchdowns.
Good grief. Good stuff across the board there. Go ahead and get into predictions here. We do have about 9 games to go through, but a bunch of people are playing CPUs or have buys this week. Like LP here, we'll be getting a force win over North Carolina. So the first game we'll be going to here, probably one of, if not the biggest game of the week. The 13th ranked Florida Gators at 2-2, Coach Gabe, traveling to Ann Arbor to the Big House to play the number 1 ranked Michigan Wolverines at 5-0. and Coach Chapo.
Now, I know Gabe will put up 60 on me, but I'm sorry, Gabe. Chapo gonna put up 60 on you. Uh, yeah, good luck in the big house, kid.
Yeah, Chapo's got the longest home winning streak in the league now. I think he's at like 23 games or something like that. I don't picture that ending this week. Gabe could not stop the run versus me. I think I ran for 350 or 400 yards or something like that. So Chapo's going to run all over the fucking field versus him. I'm with you, Board. I think this is a blowout. I think it's a high scoring affair for Michigan. Florida put some points on the board, but won't be near enough. I'm going to say 52-35. Michigan beats Florida. Next, we have your game, so I'll go first on this one. But the Georgia Bulldogs, 1-4, traveling to Miami to the Garden to play the 11th ranked Hurricanes at 5-0, and Coach Rob. Rob having a good season, man. I mean, he hasn't played a lot of competition yet, but it'll be interesting to see how far this run goes. He certainly looks like he's going to break his bowl drought this year at least. I'm gonna pick Rob in this one. I think you're having problems on defense. You got to get some things figured out there. I think Rob at home is going to be able to do what he wants to do offensively. Probably make less mistakes. I've told you a couple times. I think the main thing holding you back is the turnovers. I think you're a lot better than you play. You're leading the league in them, so it's tough to win games like that. I'll say Rob wins. It won't be crazy blowout or anything. I'll say 42-27.
Now, I am going to be trying out a brand new defense. I was hoping to do it against Wisconsin, but other things that happened. So Rob gets to see firsthand. So that should be fun. And I'm hoping I find a way that I'm not allergic to a 10-point lead again against Rob.
Brand new defense. That means you'll either give up 20 or 70. Nothing in between.
Oh, 100%.
Moving on here, got a really exciting game. I really hope the stream will stay up for this one. This always tends to be a good game. These two have some beef. Got the 8th-ranked NC State Wolfpack at 4-1, Coach Dean, traveling to Clemson to play the 5th-ranked undefeated Tigers and Coach Efly. You know both these two very well, so give me your pick.
Oh, I love beef, as we know in the chats.
Yeah.
And I love the beef coming out of Clemson, man. I think Efly is going to have a day on that defense. I'm a blind person trying to throw a football, so of course I'm going to throw 4 picks in a game. Efly, I don't think will be that, and I think Efly comes away with a 45-35 victory.
That's a good pick. I really want to pick Dean because I think that he's better at protecting the football generally. The problem is he doesn't have the better roster. He's going into a tough environment, and Dean has been ridiculously inconsistent lately. He's in games that he shouldn't be in. He is not putting people away when he's supposed to, and he's not taking people serious that he should be. And he's had a habit of doing that with Efly before. I don't think that's the case anymore. I think that it's going to be a high-scoring, knockdown, drag-out fight, but Clemson wins 42-38 on a game-winning touchdown drive. Next, we have 4th-ranked Colorado Buffaloes at 4-0, Coach Savon traveling to Auburn to play the 6th-ranked Tigers and Coach Peso. Savon will have first-half suspensions in this game. His starting quarterback, his left guard, and a corner, I think. Yes, a corner. Will miss the first half of this matchup.
Well, being that I've already played Savon's backups, and we've seen in back-to-back week what Savon's backups can do as well, I think Peso might be in for a long game trying to protect the deep bomb, because we sure were the last 2 weeks, me and Oregon State. But I'm hoping home field advantage works out in Peso's favor, plus the first half. So I'm going to go 45-42 Peso.
I think Peso does a really good job at slowing the game down, limiting possessions, which I think is what you have to do when you play users that are better than you. The problem for him is Savon's going to score, and I don't know if Peso's going to be able to keep up offensively. I think that he'll do enough on defense that he probably will get a stop or two. I just imagine Savon also getting stops. If there's one person that knows how to stop a QB run, it's Savon because he also runs them just as much as Peso does. So, or has in the past at least. I'll take Colorado to win this one. It'll be sluggish in the first half, but eventually they're going to get up by 10 and just not look back. So I'm going to say Colorado wins 45 to, no, I'm going to go a little lower than that. I'll say 38 to 21. Of course, Twan will be getting a force win over Tennessee. And to the Big 12, Oregon getting a force win over Washington. G's getting a much-needed force win over Nevada. Arizona State, 19th ranked. Tristan, 2-2. He's got his Sun Devils heading to Corvallis to play 2-3 Oregon State Beavers and Coach Rock. This game matters a lot for both of them, not just in the sense of being a conference game, but heading in the direction of making a bowl game and getting momentum, especially for Rock. You don't want to fall behind 2-4 at this point. And Tristan, he's had a tough non-con. Hopefully his schedule will get a little easier here. We'll figure out how good he actually is, I think, versus this competition in conference play.
After seeing the game with Oregon State against Colorado, I kind of feel for her because you kind of feel like morally defeated because, man, you get hit with kitchen sink in that type of game. I do think Tristan comes out because you're still just a tad rattled, speaking from experience, of just trying to get comfortable once again. So I'm going to go Arizona State winning 35-24.
You know what's funny is Rock is extremely similar to you, Board, and that I think both of you have problems on defense, but both of you offensively are not near as bad as you feel like you are. You just turn the ball over a lot. And so sometimes Rock has those games where he won't turn the ball over, and it seems like he really is putting it together. And if anybody has got the positive mental outlook to get past an 86-point game, it's Rock. So I'm going to take the Beavers at home here. I think Tristan's also had a beatdown this year. I mean, Des beat him 77-7, so they both know what it's like to feel helpless. Rock's had more experience bouncing back from those type of matchups, being in this conference for a while. So I'm going to say Oregon State wins it close, 35-31 over Arizona State. Next, we got another Big 12 matchup here. The 1-3 UCLA Bruins, Coach Tim traveling to Provo to play the 1-3 BYU Cougars and Coach Dwayne. Obviously, both of them, this is a crucial game as far as making a bowl game goes. You fall behind 1-4, you're looking at an uphill climb.
Well, I'm hoping Dwayne has a really good game because I would like Dwayne to have a better record when I play him later in the season. And I'm hoping Wildcat runs free in this game for Dwayne. I'm going to go 24-17 final against UCLA.
It's interesting because UCLA's the better roster, and he's the better user. But Tim hasn't played but probably one or two games this season. I know he hasn't played in the last couple weeks. So he's going to be rusty. Dwayne's at home. He's going to run the football. As long as he doesn't try to get cute too much passing, I think the Cougars have a great chance to pull this one out. So I'm with you. I'm going to take BYU to win this one at home. Wildcats going to get it done. A couple long touchdown runs. 31-28. BYU wins. Moving to the Big Ten. Got a couple matchups here. First, we got the 1-3 Iowa Hawkeyes, Coach Connor traveling to South Bend to play the 1-3 Notre Dame Fighting Irish and Coach Dan. Just like we talked about in the Big 12, this game crucial. You can't fall behind 1-4, especially in the Big 10 where the competition's a lot tougher. So both these two desperately need a win this week.
Thinking about it because I still have not caught a Notre Dame stream yet from watching and trying to study people. I will say I hope Connor plays like Connor knows how to play, especially being in South Bend, because the game will be a little rattling for you at the start. But I think he overcomes that, and I think he wins this game 31-24.
You basically stole my whole pick. I agree with you. I think the home field advantage is going to make a difference early. I think so. If Notre Dame was up at half or it was a close game at half, that wouldn't necessarily surprise me. But I think that Connor will eventually get it figured out. He is the better user, and he'll do what he has to do to win. You said 31-24. I won't steal the exact same pick, but I'll go 28-24. Give me Iowa over Notre Dame. Next, got an interesting matchup. I actually almost chose this one as a game of the week, but Virginia Tech at 1-3, Coach Tapp traveling to Oxford to play the 2-2 Ole Miss Rebels and Coach Brooks.
I will say I don't see the character thing next to Ole Miss. So,
Oh,
yeah.
Des literally made him quit the league. Is what it sounds like. That's fucking.
God.
That's what because they just played last night.
Oh, damn.
I told Des, I made a joke about Des taking the force win so that he didn't, so that Brooks wouldn't quit the league, and that's exactly what happened. Wow. Okay, well, appreciate you, Des. Appreciate that. We'll keep it pushing. So Ohio State's force win over Illinois, and then we've got, God damn it, that's annoying. And then we got 1-3 Syracuse traveling on the road to Madison to play the 1-3 Wisconsin Badgers. Another couple 1-3 teams in the Big Ten, big game. You know, Delvin, I think, really needed to play you because that if he could have gotten a win, being 2-2 going into this one with the potential for another win could have put him in the right direction.
Oh yeah, he could have definitely snowballed to 3-3.
It could have happened. You could have beat him also though. And I think I did pick you to win. I can't remember, but
you did. I remember.
So this should be a good matchup though. I mean, V is the better user, but I don't think he's played but one game with Syracuse so far.
Yeah, and it's tough to make a decision because both really haven't played this year yet. So it'll be interesting to see. I'm just going to go with the home field advantage on this one. Probably going to win 27-20.
I'll take Syracuse in this one. I think that V does just enough to win this game. He is a relatively good user whenever he's got his shit together, although it's going to be fun figuring it out early in this one. Especially Delvin gets a couple early touchdowns because we know he wants to run the football. I'll take Syracuse to win. It'll be ugly, sloppy, 28-17. Moving on here. How many more matchups do we got? 1, 2, 3, because LSU getting the force win over Tulane. So we'll start off here with the Red River Shootout. I always want to say Red River Rivalry because that makes way more sense, but no, that's not what it's called because someone in their marketing sucks.
It says Red River Rivalry on the logo.
Yeah, I don't know why it says that because in real life I think it's called the Shootout. I can't remember now. Now I'm being gaslit by the game is what's happening.
No, I think it is rivalry. I've never heard it be shootout before in my life.
I'm gonna have to look. 17th ranked Texas Longhorns 2-3. Coach Mike traveling to Dallas to play the 3-1 Oklahoma Sooners and Coach Morg. Morg thought shit was sweet. He got beat by a blind man last week and hopefully he's come crashing back to reality. Mike also, though, not playing super well. He's got to win this game if he wants to head towards making a bowl game.
Looking at this game, I think Mike is a lot better than what he's played. No offense to Morg, but I do feel that Mike refigures it out and gets back to 500. I think the game will be closer than most people would think. I say it'll be like 35-34, possibly an overtime game.
These two have had close games before. It's a neutral site. I mean, I think Morg's beaten him before. I'm pretty sure he did back when Arch was there. I think that you're right. It'll be a close game. I think Mike is the better user than how he's playing. I think if he does load up and focus, it's really easy to score against Morg. Give me Texas to win this one, 35-27 over Oklahoma.
I like how you say easy to score against Morgan. He shut me out the one time I played.
Oh, well, yeah. I literally could not see, so I just ran the ball and he couldn't stop it. He is just a really bad user in general, but like his middle linebacker users or whatever. Got two more matchups here. Got the 10th ranked Arkansas Razorbacks at 3-1. Coach Drop traveling to Stark Vegas to play the 2nd ranked Mississippi State Bulldogs. Of course, that's my squad at 5-0. Last year we took down the Razorbacks in Fayetteville in a shootout, so hopefully looking to repeat that.
Like I said the last time I was doing predictions with you, and your game came up, I tell everybody, stop the outside run.
Hmm.
Because if you can't do that, you're going to have a bad time. I think you win this game. No offense, drop 48-10.
Have dropped 40. Did you say 48-10?
Yes.
Okay. Um, love the enthusiasm there, or crack, whatever you're on. But
Hey, I'm
so
also blind.
yeah, I can't see a lot right now, and like people think I'm exaggerating, but until you've had LASIK, you really don't understand it. It's like I can see the players, but there's no way I can tell what the number is on their jersey a lot of the time.
Hey,
It's
I've
that
had
bad.
eye surgery too. That shit ain't fun.
Yeah, Drop did a great job at stopping the run last year. We beat him because we were able to throw. I think that I'm a little nervous about throwing because of that. I mean, we haven't turned the ball over all year, um, so hopefully we'll continue that. I'm probably going to pick Drop to win just because of the eye stuff. If I hadn't had surgery, I'd pick myself to win. But I think it'll be relatively close regardless. But give me the Razorbacks 35-24 at Mississippi State.
Drop gonna kill me, but oh,
For
I understand.
48-10 is nuts. um, Next, in what I think is the biggest matchup of the week, exciting one here. Seventh ranked Baylor Bears at 3-2. Coach Pistol traveling to College Station to play the third ranked Texas A&M Aggies and Coach JJ. JJ just coming off of a thumping of Hayden and Pistol. Yeah, he last time he played a game. He smoked death. So playing on the road in tough environments not really affecting the Bears. Obviously, a tougher matchup here, though. JJ doesn't look to be quite the same without his quarterback, so that's interesting. I mean, this has potential, upset potential written all over it.
I kind of agree, but watching today, it just felt like regular old JJ against Hayden. So I'm kind of torn. I agree with you that this is the best upset prediction, but I still feel JJ will end up finding a way. I think it's more of a shootout of 50 plus to like 40 something.
Yeah, these two usually are really high scoring, nobody getting a lot of stops type of games. I mean, just because I might have considered picking Baylor if he was home, but I'll take JJ to win this one as well. 52-45. Texas A&M beats Baylor. Nobody gets any stops, no punts in the entire game. That's my prediction. And that's going to close up for the predictions video. I appreciate Board joining in, and anybody watching now or going to watch in the future. Make sure you stream your games, make sure you follow your rules, and everybody have a good day.
That's two blind guys making picks.
Yeah, man.